One of the challenges parents with children with Down syndromes face in our present day Nigeria is that some of them don't get to know about their children's diagnosis or their child's diagnosis on time and early enough. A mother dropped a message for me that the baby is 1 year, 4 months, and she just got to know about the fact that the child have Down syndromes. I don't know. I did a video and I said I knew about Derek's early because the features were obvious. Some children, the features are not obvious. But to me, I feel as at the time your child is supposed to sit and is not sitting, as at the time your child was supposed to, start making moves and is not making that move towards getting certain things done, I think it's something to be worried about and to try to know why. Parents should learn to be more intentional. These kids, no child asked to be born. It is actually our decision. That's why I always say that my son Derek, no matter what I do for him, even if I have to put my life in the line or on the line for him, he does not owe me anything. It does not even owe me a thank you for all the sacrifices made for him. The reason is because it was my decision. It got to that point where myself and my husband made a decision that, okay, we need to have a child for now. Even if it's one, at least we need to have a child. So it was a deliberate act. Asked to be born. He did not ask to come into this world despite his diagnosis. So parents should learn to be more intentional. Look out for your child. Go to Google, download growth chart. There is growth chart online. Even the hospital vaccination card, I think there's growth charts there. You can use these things to, monitor your child. Technology has even made it possible that there are some apps you can, download, like Baby Center, in order to track your baby's growth. The app will tell you, okay, so months, this baby is supposed to be sitting, this baby is supposed to be standing, this baby is supposed to be doing this. I think this basic knowledge helps so that when your child is not doing the things he's supposed to do as at when he or she is supposed to do it, you need to raise your elbow to know why and get answers as fast as possible. Yeah, and another question, as I saying that, the question I actually got that brought all the grammar I've been speaking is when did Derek sit? When did Derek sit? Honestly, I like saying I was a mother that was anxious. I was desperate. I was I don't know the right words. I was eager to see what my child was capable of doing. So I started putting Derek down with support to sit at 3 months, at 2 months. At 3-4 months, Derek was unable to sit erect. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yes, at 6 months, Derek was yet to sit erect without support. I won't lie, because there was a problem. I think I will explain this problem because a mother just reached out to me and even sent me a video, and this was almost the similar thing that Derek was experiencing that couldn't make him sit erect. Derek was having, his backbone was shooting out. Honestly, this backbone was shooting out and I did not even notice until my attention was called to it and we started working on it. In less than 2 months, this was November, December, January 2024, my son started sitting without support. January, February, March, Derek started crawling. I think at 8 months or thereabout, Derek started crawling with his belly. At 11 handing, Derek was already taking his first step. So I think you pay at 1 year, 4 months. It's expected you would have been worried. You would have raised elbow. In fact, you would disturb the hospital. If they don't attend to you, you scream. That's why you're a mother. That's why you're a parent. You go, they send you back, you scream. Tell them to attend to you. It's their job. They owe you that responsibility, even if it's free. I think maybe the government paid for it or anything. You should voice out and demand for critical evaluation. You should shout out and demand for critical analysis for your child to be looked into, so that you know what you are up against, so that you know what you're working towards, so that you know what to do per time, so that you know how to manage your child. But if you don't know what to manage, where will you start from? If you don't even have an idea, if you don't even know what is happening, how do management come in? How do early intervention come in? Where is the place of love, care, and acceptance? The more reason why we should, pay more attention to our children. If you go to the hospital, they are not attending to you the way they do to me sometimes. Scream, shout, scream down the whole facility. Beg for explanation, cry for explanation to be given to you. Because it's all about your child. You are a parent. And you have to do right by them. That's why you have to use your voice to enhance their own, because they cannot obviously do anything for themselves right now. When people see me go to the hospital at times, when they don't do things my own terms, I scream, I shout. I am not mad. I am not crazy. It's because I want the best for my child. You can't leave me hanging. And you do not expect me to take the same child back home and sleep when my child is not okay. If my child is not sleeping, of course, I cannot sleep. If he is not in good condition, of course, I am not okay. I am not okay myself. I cannot function well. So for me to function well, my child have to be okay. Okay, for instance, Derek was unwell for a period of time ago. Yeah, we've passed that phase by God's grace. We went to the hospital. I explained everything that happened. Even before we went to that hospital, I was telling my husband, this hospital we are just going for going sake, because I know this keeps happening. Anytime Derek is unwell, we'll take him to the hospital, we'll do plenty tests, spend a lot of money. When the result comes out, they will say nothing is wrong with him. This keeps happening right from birth. There's never a time Derek is sick, they say they've seen anything. Never. They see anything. After the tests, we got back home. They said nothing happened to him. They gave us some antibiotics, which I obviously did not give, because I already went to the pharmacy, bought some antibiotics, and I was already giving Derek. Though there was no sign of relief, we had to go to the hospital. When I got back home, we went on Thursday. Friday, symptoms persisted. Saturday, I had to call like a dentist that I know. She attended to me and she did an amazing job. She even did tooth replacement for my brother. And I had to call her. And behold, when she came, because this is her field, and I know something is wrong. Something was never normal. It was not okay for my child to be bleeding from the mouth. How can it be okay that the child will be having serious blood popping out from the mouth, and you tell me with high fever, he cannot eat, he started drooling? A child that doesn't drool, all of a sudden is, and you're telling me he is okay, that nothing is wrong with him? No, he can never be okay with what I have seen, with the experience back home. I had to call, and behold, we were able to, fish out the problem, and we were able to treat him, manage him well, and he is recovering so well. As at today, I can comfortably use brush and brush my son without a drop of blood. Though I have not stopped cleaning the mouth, I am still on it 100%. But I have seen massive improvements. I have. Okay, let's assume, as they said, oh, it's okay. I now came back and I'll be sleeping. Things will definitely be going wrong. My son will be going through pains. He can drool and drool maybe till 5 years. A child that was not drooling, tomorrow they will say he's a special need child. There is a trigger to that drooling because he was never drooling. There's a trigger. The trigger was that the gums were swollen. The gums were not in perfect condition. So there was a trigger. We had to fish it out. Let's assume I just relax and say, okay, children with special needs, with Down syndromes, drool. From where to where? Since when did they start drooling? There was a trigger. So please, parents, you need to learn to voice out. You need to learn to speak up for your children. You need to demand for attention and stand your ground. Definitely not for you, but for your child and for the sake of posterity. At times, we need to stand our grounds for our kids.